Okay, well, I see the notification that the meeting is streaming live. I always get sidetracked by that 20-second delay, which has not much of anything to do at all, just venting and reminding myself and those out there that we are still trying out this whole setup, trying to see and see if and allow psychics to evolve and continue to grow, continue to go on. And I just happen to be highly insecure in these past couple of weeks, inspecting into that. But I would rather have Lancel Otter be the face of this leg of the journey than my own, even though Lance is me, but I am you, you are me. We are Lance. Well, I'm looking now at the live stream and it is not doing what I hoped it would do, which is show the art for the messages from in between this week. Well, we'll see what I can do in post. I don't know. Again, just figuring it all out, trying to exercise and beg for patience. Well, the art for the messages from in between this week is of a pile of blocks of various sizes being stacked together with a solid shout out to Tetris and stacking. And we have Lance sort of sitting in this open space that leads deeper into this tower of blocks. And Lance has on a hard hat, sunglasses, collared short sleeve shirt, jeans, and work boots with a lunch pail, a lunchbox beside him, made to look old style. Like when you saw those pictures of people up on the rafters and working on those ginormous buildings in the what turn of the century, I think. Well, um, while I may have intellectually veered off for a moment, that is in no way trying to spiffy up the fact that these are just blocks, different shapes of things. And Lance is looking down. So you don't know if he's just getting off a break or just getting ready to settle into a break from moving all these things around, trying to make some sense out of it, as we all are metaphorically. The message part of our message from in between this week is titled Subconscious Feng Shui. Catching yourself moving objects recently? Redecorating, rearranging, trash binning, perhaps? Energy is moving, and your subconscious mind is tending to the flow of energy through your spaces and places. Let the breeze blow through. Savor it. And let the stress you've accumulated go. being wary of the effort involved in finding a new flow, resisting and resenting change. These things are natural, especially when coming from recent feelings of burnout or overwhelm. Feeling stretched well is encouraging. Feeling overstretched can lead to some not so fun territories. Bounce back factor should be considered in your upcoming adventuring calculations. Perhaps you're still bouncing back from something at this moment. That's okay. Healing can be painful and take a long time, regardless of whether you're hard headed and unwilling or not, whether you're good or not. So move things around, see if it helps make you feel better. This week's 3 card draw is the King of Bows, the Adder, number 10, the Wheel, and the Six of Stones, exploitation, inviting us to consider shed some skin, see how you've grown. How you interact with it matters. And overuse of resources is another kind of imbalance that sabotages future you. This session of Psychic Sleep Yoga Nidra will be touching on themes of rearranging, flows, and breezes. And speaking of breezes, make this one quick and light tonight. So make sure that you're not needed elsewhere, especially your attention. Please be safe at all times, as much as you can. Basically, don't listen to state altering recordings while operating heavy machinery. Tends to be general rule to abide by and remind people of. And that sort of circles around back to the point of why we're here in this moment, to relax, to let go. So if you haven't already, relax and let go. Remind yourself that you are in control in the mindscape, and that if at any point you feel overwhelmed or uncomfortable, find your breath, find your body, find your practice. Maybe flutter the eyes open if needs be, and letting them drift back together, lightly closing the eyes, or whatever makes you feel safest. And let any potential distractions that may occur for the next few minutes come and go. Don't give them anything to hold on to. Let them pass right through you. Sounds from outside, sounds from inside. We're not ignoring them completely. We're just encouraging our attention elsewhere to things like relaxing even more comfortably, even more deeply than before. Letting the breath become pleasurable as it smooths and deepens. And if you have one, bring to mind your sankalpa, your short phrase of personal resolve. This wish of who and how you want to be, this mantra, this aspiration, this sankalpa. Say it to yourself 3 times in your head now. And set it to the side so we can come back for it later if we want. And encouraging the body in whatever way feels best, whether that's to remind yourself to unclench here or there, to soften and or melt into the surface below you. In a moment, I'm going to call out various parts of your body for our body rotation. And as I do, try to picture them as clearly and as vividly in your mind's eye as you're capable of in this moment, not judging the quality of vision, perhaps feeling in or listening to the body part might cue some of the internal senses to wake up, to focus where we're focusing. And imagining that there will be a pleasant side effect for doing this, that you will feel even more relaxed and perhaps we add a dash of refreshed so that simply by intending it to, this body rotation will benefit. Let's start with the right hand thumb. Right first finger, right middle finger, right ring finger, right little finger. Before we go to the palm of the hand, just checking in that our intent, our little extra oomph that we're added by adding our intent to this process, just tap into it for a moment. Make sure that's flowing through each of these fingers. And then feel it flow into the palm of the hand, in the back of your hand. We're still on the right side, moving to the wrist, then forearm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, right side of waist, right hip, right thigh, knee, shin, ankle, heel, Sole of foot, top of foot, right big toe, right second toe, right third toe, right fourth toe, right fifth toe. Pausing here to look back over that right circuit of the body, imagining it communicating as light, a dimness and a darkness, and a steady glow for the healthy in between. So check back through this right circuit on the distribution of the visualization of our intent for this to be refreshing, as well as all of the other benefits that come along from body rotation. Looking back over the right side, evening out the glow if there are dark spaces, brightening them up. If there are too bright of a space, then it gets toned down. So there's a smooth, steady flow through that right circuit. All right. Moving our awareness, our visualizations, our intent to our visualization of the left hand thumb. Left first finger. Left middle finger. Left ring finger. Left little finger. Palm of hand. Back of hand. Wrist. Forearm. Elbow. Upper arm. Shoulder. Armpit. Left side of chest. Left side of waist. Left hip. Left thigh. Knee. Shin. Ankle. Heel. Sole of foot. Top of foot. Left big toe. Left second toe. Left third toe. Left fourth toe. Left fifth toe. Pausing here to give the same consideration to our left side, the circuit that flows through our left half, blazed by our minds traveling through. And so as you look back looking for any dim spots or perhaps too bright or maybe even flashing spots, smoothing out, steadying the flow, making sure that our intent to have this be refreshing in somehow, some way, by virtue of us taking that intent, visualizing it moving throughout the bodies. All right, let's take our intent and our awareness to all 10 toes, both feet, both heels, both ankles, both calves, both knees, both thighs, both buttocks, lower back, mid back, upper back, shoulder blades, the space between the shoulder blades, spine, back of neck, back of head, top of head, forehead, eyebrows, eyes, all the muscles around the eyes, ears, cheeks, nose, nostrils, upper lip, lower lip, chin, jaw, teeth, tongue, roof of mouth, back of throat, front of throat, collarbones, chest, abdomen, pelvis, right leg, left leg, right arm, left arm, right side of head, left side of head, right side of body, left side of body, back of body, front of body, whole body, whole body, whole physical body. Looking over your whole body and all of the interlocking, interwoven channels, checking one more time for the distribution of a healthy, steady glow. If you see any dark, cool spots or any hot and too warm spots, too bright, adjust them. This is your mindscape and you are in control. You are also in control of time inside the mind space. So if you need to take a short or a long time to check on your glow and that distribution of the intent to feel refreshed, tracking it, adjusting it, balancing it, enjoying it. Adjusting time and internal settings to a comfy, healthy glow. And letting that go, take your awareness to your breath and the sensations of it becoming smoother and deeper. And where you were creating glow in the previous exercise, technique, game, finding that glow outside of you produced naturally, letting that balance the created light inside as you use the breath to draw in more of this glow, this mist of prana around you. On the inhale, it brings this glowing mist, this light of breath that comes in and settles in between the spaces, lighting them up between where you were already glowing. And repeat this until you are shining, perhaps you would like to count 21 breaths backwards as you do this. Go right ahead. If you get lost or you finish early, start your count over at 21. And for those that are consenting, and only if you're consenting, Reiki is being made available to you at this moment. And so, if you would like, you can visualize that this Reiki is beaming from far onto you, lighting you up, and you can inhale and absorb as much of that as you like. It is infinite, it is universal life force. It is just another form of chi and prana. So, where we were refreshing before, now we're rejuvenating, pulling in the light of breath to fill in all those interspaces as we inhale, and to let the glow, the shine steady and build. I'll let you know when the breathing exercise is complete. Where are you? Where's your practice? Inhaling the abundant, natural breath of light and life from around you, or feeling that universal life force being beamed to you directly. Whether you've finished your count or not, letting that go, allowing the energy body to settle. and letting that go. Allow yourself to feel exactly what it is you would like to feel in this moment. Maybe that's hopeful. Maybe that's free. Maybe that's an infinite number of choices. So, with no judgment, be honest with yourself. Ask yourself, how would I like to feel in this moment? And then gift that to yourself. If it's joy, how much joy can you imagine from the bottom of your toes to the top of your head? How many different ways could you imagine that feeling? What colors, sights, and smells might be kicked up in response from our subconscious? Allowing those to come and pass. Stay here for a moment. Maybe it's needing to feel like an event has happened. How does it feel to have what you want? I hope everyone is being nice to themselves with what they need to feel. And I would challenge you that if you've been nice, could you imagine it feeling ecstatic? That is, unless you were choosing to just feel like you were vibing. It's all good. Only you know what you will have chosen for yourself. And with that, take your awareness back to your breath, the sensation at your nostrils, cooler air coming in and warmer air going out. Following that sensation back into the body and filling the limbs with life. Back into the body, back into the body, all the way back into the physical body and the right here and right now. As tall of an order as that may be. All right. Thank you all for lending your energies. I hope this is a boon and a blessing. This has been a short and sweet psychic sleep yoga nidra on a Sunday night. And hopefully, I will be able to do these more, or at least explore a little bit more of the medium. All of that aside, making sure you're finding yourself back in the present moment. Hari Om Tat Sat, my friends. This has been Psychic Sleep Yoga Nidra for the 28th of July, 2024. I wish you all beauty and joy, and as always, feel good, feel well.